Violence against women is one of the most prevalent human rights abuses in the world. Violence against women in Pakistan takes multiple forms of physical abuse to psychological, emotional, verbal, and economic abuse. Women's access to justice remains restricted due to lack of information, limited mobility, lack of financial autonomy, and stigma attached to reporting violence. Government of Pakistan has made significant efforts for women's protection, including gender-responsive policing, pro-women legislation. However, continued investment is required to improve the availability, affordability, and accessibility to quality justice services. United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women strives to promote gender equality and women's human rights, strengthen implementation of gender-sensitive policy and legislation, and eliminate all forms of violence against women. UN Women works towards ensuring an effective UN response by strengthening the effectiveness, coordination, and quality of outputs on gender equality amongst the various stakeholders. UN Women is providing technical support to national and provincial partners to enhance women's access to justice by generating evidence base for policy action and legislative reforms, capacitate and sensitize justice sector stakeholders, enhance survivors' access to crisis information, safe accommodation, legal rights, and information, increase public awareness on women's rights and violence against women issues.
Violence against women is a global phenomenon. Globally, 1 out of every 3 women experiences violence of some form or shape. We don't have reliable statistics on violence against women in Pakistan. However, this is something that work is going on, and UN Women Pakistan is also working with a number of partners. In Pakistan also there is good legislation, reasonably good legislation on violence against women. There are good examples such as the One Stop Violence Against Women Center in Multan in Punjab. So there is progress happening, but we really have to speed up the pace if we want to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goal 5 on gender equality by the year 2030.
In addition to a baseline study on women's access to justice and violence against women in 5 districts of Pakistan, including Karachi, Khairpur, Dadu, Quetta, and Rawalpindi, UN Women has undertaken a gender analysis of rule of law institutions in Balochistan, along with gender analysis of legal reforms and customary practices in FATA, in order to strengthen evidence base for legal reforms and policy action.
In Pakistan, we are focusing on 4 priority areas for ending violence against women. We are working very closely with the Ministry of Human Rights, the National Commission on Status of Women, and the Provincial Department to strengthen the data collection mechanisms on violence against women. UN Women at the global level has developed global protocols and standards for enhancing survivors' access to essential services, which includes health, police, social services. In Pakistan, we are working to roll out these global standards to make sure that survivors have access to their basic rights.
Empowering women and ensuring their rights guaranteed through the Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, Universal Declaration on Human Rights, and the Constitution of Pakistan is not an easy task. However, together with our government and civil society partners, we look forward to bringing about the desired change and improving the lives of the citizens, especially women.